Good morning, fellow Arizona hog hunting people. Today we are doing another excursion that we're glad to have you all join us with. This is an area that we've been hearing for many years that there were feral hogs operating in, and lately we've been picking up more and more information about those hogs, and that they continue to roam in this area. And the area we're going to today, that I'll be joined shortly with one of my partners, Randy. He'll be cruising along with us, fellow hog hunter, and we'll be going to a place called Red Rock, Arizona. And this is, again, like I said, it's been notorious for having feral hogs. Can't say as to how many, whether it's very abundant or, but as long we've been getting so many rumors that there sounds like there's a pretty good herd operating out of there. So we're going to check it out and report back to y'all, because that's what we do. That's because we are the Arizona hog hunters. I gotta tell you, it's May 6th, yes. And normally temperatures are flirting with 100 degrees this time of year. But as you can maybe see as I pan around a little bit, that's the last thing we're seeing here today. This is a weather anomaly for this time of year. It's rainy, it's cold, and it was that way yesterday, which was highly abnormal. And so I'm hoping the weather is, well, it's a good sign, I hope, because I think pigs kind of like wet, cool weather a lot more than they like the hot, sticky, dry weather that we normally have this time of year. And so we will be including y'all as we do our merry little excursion through this area today, in hopes that we can get some more hog intel, and I'll be talking to you soon. Okay, just to continue on with what we're doing today, we came back in towards the freeway after doing a lot of scouting, actually too far west of Red Rock. We went about 7-8 miles west of there, and now we're going back to Red Rock because the fields that we were in, they were all cotton. That's not what hogs like, so we're heading back to Red Rock. Okay, folks, we're just down here on the Santa Cruz River. We just stopped and talked to 3 field hands that work these farms that, as you can see in my background here, and they told us that on the river, which is right around there that we're headed towards, is loaded with pigs. He says every morning, every afternoon they see pigs. And as we're driving down here, I want to show you what a big pig looks like. Scat. That is a huge pig. My best guess is it's getting 300 plus pounds, maybe 350. That's what pig scat looks like. I passed another pile of it back in the road, and I thought to myself, I should have checked that. And then I saw this pile. I said, well, check that, and sure enough, let me find their tracks. Okay, the tracks got rained on. Here's where they went under. It rained last night and early this morning. Yeah, you can see their tracks here, Randy. It rained. Yeah, it rained last night and this morning, but these are pig tracks. It apparently went under the fence right there. So yeah, this is definitely Definitely something special. Okay, here's a good pig track here. Didn't get too obliterated by the rain. Here's some more. All right, Randy found something. Oh boy, do we have more pig scat. This is the third pile right here within about 100 yards. And that looks like 3, 4. You got some more here. Pigs are notorious for using a latrine, an area where they deposit, where they make their deposits. And that's apparently what's going on right here. So, all right. Fantastic. See the pig track? You can make this one out. Right there. But the rain pretty much obliterated their tracks. So they did this. Yeah, they're walking along right here. Oh yeah, they're going right, coming from the river. Look at the trail. Going to the river or leaving, whatever. All right. Well, we're headed for the river, folks. Talk to you. Okay, folks, well, I'm going to be talking kind of low. We got the tracks. We followed their trail. And they're going right into the river. We're following it in. So stay tuned. Oh, shit. They put pig wire up to keep them out, and they dig under it. Okay, folks, notice here. We've got pig wire that the farmer put up, and these pigs have dug underneath the wire. That's just how intelligent they are. All right, how are we going to get across? There's your river. Okay, I'm going to take a rush on it. Several trails. You got a trail going that way. You got a trail going this way. That's pig. Lot of scat. Is that water? Yeah. Sure is. Yep. Yeah, they're in there. Yeah, they ate something. Getting after these fields. Got another trail going up, and same thing here. They come up against this pig wire and they dig right under it, getting out into the fields. Meanwhile, we'll keep following this trail. is the kind of stuff that these pigs love. And walkaways in here. This stuff, this is what they love. Got another latrine right down there. Pigs will use a latrine method where they all defecate in one spot. Yeah, there's a lot of pig. Those guys weren't exaggerating. So the ideal thing would be get here early in the morning and set up on this fence line, and wherever they cross, hammer them. These are pretty fresh after the rain. Thinks he saw some movement up ahead, so we're gonna go slow and quiet. All right. The breeze is behind us and working against us, so we're gonna have to pull back out of here. They'll just keep staying ahead of us in the river, but this is definitely a hot location. Extremely hot, according to those ranch hands. Said every early morning and early afternoon or late afternoon, you can see the pigs coming out, and they're heading into the fields looking for food. And based on all the tracks we're seeing, and they say there's a lot. They didn't give me an estimated number. They just said hay muchos, and they were Mexican workers, which I happen to speak Spanish. So, and they say, hay muchos coches. Cada día puedes verlos. So, that means every day. It's like, boy, they got rooting, all kinds of pig sign, pig track, all through here. That's a big track right there. Again, it rained last night and early this morning, so our tracks are not real fresh. We had one medium-sized track I was looking at that was fresh, probably a straggler, but it's the only fresh thing we can find because it was raining less than 2-3 hours ago down by the river. This is, and we found watching the trail. I'm gonna pan around here, and you see that trail? Oh, well, gotta be careful where you step, don't you? This is all pig scat, folks. And those ranch hands, they weren't lying. There are a lot of pigs here. Holy mackerel, and that's a couple of big monsters. Yeah, they're 300-pound class boars. I mean, and look at all of it. I told you pigs like latrines, areas where they use as a latrine. This is what it looks like. It's like they wait and hold it until they can't, until the lead pig says, okay, it's time to do business, and they get busy. Here's the tracks. There's the trail all the way up to the river on both sides of the fence. And there's some more pig scat over there. Good Lord. We have got to get hunters into these areas along this river anywhere you look. And that river, that Santa Cruz River, runs all the way. You can cross it down that way about a mile, and I guarantee you'll have the same stuff. But what's nice about this is because of the fields are so close for them to get to. And I'm sure we're going to find out this is some kind of feeder field here. We came up on another road, the road that goes back into the, I can't remember, the Sawtooth Mountains. I can't remember what they're called, but here's the river crossing. And it's just back here to the south is where we were just a few minutes ago with all the pig sign. And this is what it looks like up in here. And I'm pretty sure, boy, we got a lot of wildlife. Yeah, it looks like pig track over there on that side of the river. But they're going to be up and down this river for sure. This is all open territory, open public land that we can use to hunt hogs. Okay, so let me encapsulate today's experience. The excursion we had looking into the Red Rock area, having heard for the last almost 40 years or so about feral hogs being in this area, we finally went down there to check it out, because that's what we do, Arizona hog hunters. We locate them and let you know. Now, what we first initially, we kind of headed into the Red Rock area and started going northwest, and got out about 7-8 miles, no sign, pulled over some farmers and talked to them. And the one thing I had noted, that all the fields out there were basically cotton. Folks, hogs don't eat cotton. Whatever you've heard, they don't. So we talked to the farmers, and they informed us that yes, you're right, hogs don't eat cotton, but that if we wanted to check back in the Red Rock area where we initially started out, you could find alfalfa fields, sorghum, wheat, oats, etc. So we headed back. And once we got in that area, we decided to check out an area that we knew where there were fields, feeder fields, sorghum, wheat, and alfalfa. And so we followed those trails to the river, where we crossed over into the public land of things, where the river is. And sure enough, we had pig tracks everywhere. And then as we walked along, we crossed the fence, by the way. We crossed the fence, and everywhere we looked, there was pig sign. Big pig, little pig, medium-sized pig. And we walked along the fence line to the fields, and there were tunnels that the pigs had dug. The farmer had gone so far as to actually put up hog wire to try and keep the pigs out. That's how long this has been going on. So we went along, and I filmed it. You will see in the film. And the one thing, while I'm thinking about it, working with the farmers, you need to be very respectful of their private property. Now, yes, we had permission to cross into that area, but, and I wouldn't recommend that you're always bugging farmers to use their roads, because there's a lot of access on public roads that we'll be talking about in the future, because we're putting up game cameras very soon in that area, and we will show you how to get along that river area and run these wild boar down, so to speak. Bottom line, in my 30 years plus of working with wild boar, even on the original ranch, that I guided for many years and have surveyed and whatever. This is the most pervasive signs of Sus scrofa that I have ever seen in my experience. As you see it, as you watch the film, hopefully you'll appreciate the tremendous amount of pig traffic. We have never, me and Randy, just everywhere we walked, there were just trails everywhere, in and out of the river, under the fences, etc. And this is literally pig haven for the pigs. They have got feeder fields that they're going to. It's got sorghum, it's got alfalfa, it's got wheat. All of it's pretty much coming to the point where pigs just go absolute nuts. And for the last 40 years, I'm convinced that this area has the highest concentration of pigs in the state of Arizona.